or if your legs extended is more comfortable for you, lift your spine tall, draw your shoulders away from your ears. If it's comfortable, close your eyes, or take a soft gaze at the ground. Starting to just take a moment with the eyes closed, just noticing the other senses that come in. Listening to the sounds around you, taking in the senses of smell, and start to tune your focus inward and start to notice the quality of your breath. So where are you breathing from right now? So you start to feel that in the upper part of the body. Just place your hand at your chest. Take a deep breath in as you puff the chest. As you exhale, feel this space softening down. Take a full breath in. Exhaling, softening. And bringing the hand to the belly just underneath the rib cage. This is about where the diaphragm is, and it's the bottom part of the lungs. So as you take a deep breath in, focus on filling that down to the bottom of the lungs. As you exhale, empty the breath completely out. Doing this a few more times, you can continue with the hand on the belly, connecting this breath. Or if you prefer, just placing your hands back to your lap. Just imagine this breath being easeful as you inhale, expanding the lungs, and exhaling, emptying completely out. Soften your facial muscles. Soften your arms and hands. Soften the back of your throat. Keeping the chest soft, the belly, hips. Feeling the legs heavy, grounding you into the earth. Your next breath cycle, engaging your Ujjayi breath. Bringing that light constriction at the back of your throat, the same you use when you fog a mirror. As you inhale, draw the breath back in, recreating the same light constriction at the back of your throat. As you move this breath, do so gently in and out of the nose. And just start to notice the rhythm of your breath. Maybe even taking account in each inhalation and each exhalation. Just letting it flow continuously. And starting to notice the subtleties, how it slows down the rate of your heart, and relaxing your nervous system. You can either keep the eyes open or closed. So you sweep your arms out to the sides of your body, up to the sky. Bring your palms up together to touch. Deep breath in. As you exhale, flip your palms down. Sweep your arms gently to your sides. Take a deep breath in, reaching out and up. Exhale, sweeping the arms down. Inhale, lifting through the sides of the body, rib cage. And exhale, gently returning back down. Hands come to your lap. And start to draw your right ear over to your right shoulder. Just starting to bring some ease into the side of the neck. Option to extend your left arm out. Either fingertips hover, maybe working towards the back. Or if you like, your fingertips grounded into the mat next to you. Option to take your right fingertips to your left temple, just assisting this stretch, going just as far as your edge, and taking a few deep breaths here. Releasing hands back to your lap, we'll take the opposite side, left ear, left shoulder. Just taking a moment here, noticing how that feels on this side. Option to extend right arm out, fingertips can hover, maybe working back slightly or reaching down towards the mat. Option to take your left hand to your right temple and just increasing this strength, this stretch until you get to your edge here. On your next breath in, extend your arms overhead, bring your neck back to neutral and interlace your hands together. Flip your palms up to the ceiling. Keep your jaw soft, lengthen through the sides of the body. Maybe even just feeling the rib cage lifting off of the diaphragm, expanding your breath here. Good. Bending your right elbow, bring your hand right between your shoulder blades. Left hand can come to your right elbow, just lifting up tall, drawing shoulder blades back. Or option to take your left hand behind you, interlace your hands, drawing the shoulder blades together, continuing to lift tall through the spine, stretching into your right tricep, stretching the front body. Gently release, both arms up. And exhale, bend left elbow, hand right between the shoulder blades. Option for right hand to come to the left elbow. Option hand to interlace behind the back. Draw the shoulder blades together, lifting up tall through your spine. Inhale, draw both arms up to the sky. Exhale, open your arms out wide. One more deep breath in. Exhale, interlace hands behind your back, drawing your shoulder blades together, starting with a bend to your elbows, drawing the shoulder blades in towards the spine, and then slowly starting to straighten the elbows, knuckles, reach down towards the mat. Feeling this deeply in the front of the body, fronts of the shoulders, chest. Relaxing down your jaw. And take an inhale, open your arms out. Exhale, big hug, right arm on top of left, hugging the backs of your shoulders, or if you like, taking eagle arms, palms to touch, drawing your chin in, softening the back of the body. That space right between the shoulder blades. Just imagine that softening with each exhale. Next, inhale, open your arms out wide. Exhale, cross left arm over right, hugging the backs of your shoulders, maybe palms together to touch. Draw your chin in, softening the back of the neck, relaxing the tops of the shoulders. Inhale, open your arms out wide. Exhale, spinal twist to the right. Bring your left hand to right knee. Walk your right hand behind you. Lifting up nice and tall on your inhale. Draw the belly bend in and twist on your exhale. Take your arms out wide. Take a deep breath in. Twisting on your exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind you as you lift up tall. Inhale. As you exhale, drawing the belly in, rotating from the core of the body. Inhaling, slowly unwind. Coming into our tabletop position, hands and knees. Blanket under your knees if needed here. Shoulders right over your wrists, hips right over your knees. Just taking a moment, hugging the rib cage and the core in, looking straight down, creating a neutral back of your neck. We'll take a deep breath in as we soften the belly down to the mat, starting to lift the tailbone up to the sky. Exhale, cat. Draw the tailbone into the midline of the body, round your spine. Inhale, soften your belly down, starting to draw the backs of the shoulder blades to the spine. Exhale, chin into chest, creating a little bit of space between each vertebra as you round. Inhale, soften belly down, gazing forward, maybe slightly up. Exhale, maybe your gaze comes towards your belly. Do this a few more times on your own. Listen to your breath as you inhale, soften belly down. As you exhale, contract belly in and round. Couple times. Making this connection, the body to the breath, and the mind to the breath. Having you just continuously focus on listening in to that sound. One more time and we'll meet back in neutral. Once we're in neutral spine, we'll extend the right arm out in front, straight out in front. Kick your left leg back, toes can stay on the ground, or you can kick the heel off the ground, squeezing the left glute and hamstring. Continue to look straight down at your mat, lengthen through the fingertips, through the toes. Taking a big breath in. As you exhale, bring the knee to the elbow in the midline of the body. Inhale, extend and reach, fingertips and toes opposite directions. Exhale, hug everything in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, contract. Once again, inhale, reach. Exhale, return to tabletop. Take a moment here. Extend your left arm out in front of you. Kick your right leg back. Option to just keep the toes on the ground the whole time. Maybe even drawing the heel up and down. Or option is squeeze the right glute, lifting the heel up towards the sky, flexing the toes down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee to elbow as you round your back. Inhale, lengthen, extend. Exhale, contract and round. Once again, inhale, reach. Exhale, connect. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, return, tabletop. Moving into our child's pose, big toes together to touch. Knees are a comfortable distance apart as you take your sits bones on top of your heels. You can always place a blanket underneath the knees if that's more comfortable and a block for your forehead. Reach your arms out in front of you. Deep breath in as you lengthen the sides of your body. Exhale as you sink down, heart resting towards the mat. We'll take one more full round of breath here. And keep the palms as they are. Inhale, come back to your knees. Tuck your toes, lift your knees off of your mat, downward facing dog. You can walk your feet in a little bit closer if needed here. Bend your knees and start to lift the tailbone up to the sky. You're in this inverted V position. Weight is going equally between the heels of the hands and the heels of the feet. Draw your rib cage down, hug in the core. And if that feels good, you can start to rock the feet side to side, maybe bicycle out the knees. Maybe that feels good to nod the head. Just taking a couple of breath cycles here, just warming up the body, hamstrings, calf muscles, low back and glutes. Your next inhale, look at the tops of your hands. Exhale, step your feet right behind the wrist crease. Keep your knees bent and fold forward over the tops of the legs. Option to keep your hands straight down at the ground, or option to hold on to opposite elbows. Give yourself a little sway side to side. However that feels good, the backs of the hamstrings, low back. Just continuing to breathe here. And release your fingertips down to the ground. Heel toe your feet together to touch. Slight bend to your knees as you inhale to roll the stand, taking your time. Draw your shoulder blades away from your ears, hands to your heart center, lifting up tall. Inhale, reach your arms in front of you up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, slight bend to the knees. Step your right foot back for a low lunge. Left knee stays behind the toes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big toes touch at the back of the neck. Now lifting the tailbone up. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Shoulders right over your wrists. Exhale, lower to your knees. Bend your elbows, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale, cobra, slide to the belly, lifting the heart off of the mat. Exhale, back to your knees. Downward facing dog, hugging in the rib cage. Step your left foot top of the mat, touch your right knee down. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Exhale, your hands back to your heart. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back, low lunge, tucking the left toes. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, lifting the tailbone up. Inhale, come forward, hugging in the rib cage, straight line with the body. Exhale, over to the knees, bend your elbows, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale, cobra, toes are tucked, upper thighs off of the mat. Exhale, knees, downward facing dog. Step your left foot top of the mat, right knee down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, your hands back at your heart. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg steps back. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, knees, downward facing dog. Step your left foot top of the mat, right knee down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and up. Exhale, your hands to your heart. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg top of the mat, left knee down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, your hands at your heart. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg back. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, knees, down dog. Left leg forward, right knee down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, hands at your heart. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg steps back. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right leg forward, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, hands at your heart. Mountain pose, release arms to the sides of your body. Big toes touch, lengthen tall for your spine. If you like, close your eyes or just take a soft gaze at the ground. Begin to shift your weight forward into the fronts of your toes, back into your heels, and find the center of your feet. Shift slightly to the left edge of your foot, the right, returning back to the center of your feet. Pressing into your feet, engage your legs, glutes, abdomen, chest and back. Engage your arms as you reach your fingertips to the ground. Feeling your whole body active and engaged as you lengthen and deepen your breath. One more inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart, open your eyes. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, hands come through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop to plank, and choose your variation to meet in down dog. So if you just hinge at the hips, come back to down dog. If you choose to go through knees, chest, chin, maybe you take a chaturanga. Just a couple breaths here in our down dog. Feet are hip width apart. Either having that deep bend to the knees, maybe continuing to pedal out the feet, or maybe the heels start to draw down towards the mat, lifting that tailbone and the sits bones up and back. Keeping that weight equally distributed between the hands and the feet. We'll take one more full breath here. Next, inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Exhale, step through warrior two. Right foot to the top of the mat, left foot comes across. Take a moment here to establish your structure. Right knee stays over the ankle, more towards the pinky edge of the foot. Left hip bone back, tuck under the tailbone. Lengthen through the sides of the body as you extend your arms out in opposite directions. Strong arms, shoulder blades going back towards the spine. And find a visual focus here, either beyond the fingertips. Maybe you like to even close your eyes. Imagine on each exhale, maybe you can just go a little bit deeper into your lunge, bending into the knee just a little bit more. Bringing your thigh parallel to the mat. Strong engagement of this outer thigh and glute here. We'll take one more full round of breath. Hands to your hips, triangle pose. Straighten your right leg. Heel toe the left foot in a little closer if needed. Left toes pivot in slightly, heel out. Tuck under the tailbone. Reach your arms out as you inhale, reach with your right hand. Exhale, right hand come to the top of the thigh, the shin, or if you have your block. You can keep your left hand on your hip bone for just a moment, making sure that the hip bone faces out, in line with the torso, versus down at the ground. So we're not coming into pyramid, we're gonna reach that left shoulder blade back, and then you can extend the left arm up overhead, or keeping it on the hip just to remind you to keep that hip open. Okay, so again, it's not so important to get that right hand down to the ground. This is to just protect our back here. Nice, good job. Couple breaths, strong legs. One more full breath here. Strong legs and abs. Inhale, come up, hands to your hips, wide leg forward fold. Pivot your feet so the toes are out, inner arches of the feet face each other. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward. Palms can come down to the ground. If you have a block, you can place them on top. Engage the outer thighs. Press the heels down. You can take another inhale if you like. Extend the spine. And as you exhale, flexing it down. You can continue to move in this manner. If that feels good, bring a little bit of movement. Being sure just to keep the knees soft here. Feeling that expansion of the belly, each breath in. Hugging it in on each breath out. Bend your knees, place your hands to your hips and inhale in all the way up. Pivot your right foot out, our warrior two stance. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, frame your right foot, step back to plank and choose your way to down dog. In down dog, just taking a couple of breaths here. Again, feet are hip width apart. Maybe you're continuing to pedal the feet, depending on how your hamstrings feel today. Take an inhale, reach your left leg up and back. Exhale, warrior two, bend your left knee, step the foot, top of the mat. Spin your right foot across and find your stance here. Bending the left knee, again, knee right over the ankle, more towards pinky edge. Reaching the arms out to the sides of the body. Shoulder blades draw back. Tops of the shoulders away from the ears. And just making sure you're checking in, softening the jaw, softening the facial muscles. Feeling that expansion of the belly. Just reminding yourself where you are right now is all you need to be. You don't need to be anywhere else. One more full breath cycle here. Hands to your hips, triangle pose, straighten your left leg. If you need to, heel toe the right foot in, a little shorter stance. Right toes come in slightly, heel out. Tuck under your tailbone, engage the glutes and legs, reach your arms out. Inhale, reach with your left hand. Exhale, place the left hand on the thigh. You can keep your right hand on your hip bone for just a moment as you remind that hip bone to open in the same direction as the torso, shoulder blade back. And if you like, right arm can reach up to the sky. Just finding your stance with your left hand. So again, it may not touch the ground, that's okay. We're keeping the back strong by keeping this proper stance. Find your gaze where it's most comfortable in the neck. Keep breathing here. One more full breath. Engaging the legs and the stomach. Inhale, come all the way up, hands to your hips. Wide leg forward fold, so pivot the feet in. Inner arches of the feet face each other, toes out. Inhale, lengthen up your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Place your right hand down to the ground, left hand to your hip. An option is spin your left fingertips up to the sky, drawing that shoulder blade towards the spine. Option to just keep both hands back to the ground if that felt better. Either way, continue to breathe here, pressing the heels down, engaging the outer thighs. One more inhale. Exhale, place your left hand down, right arm either to the hip or reaching the fingertips up to the sky. Couple of deep breath cycles here. One more inhale. Exhale, release both hands to the mat. Bend your knees, hands to your hips, and inhale, come all the way up. Pivot your left toes, bend into the left knee. Inhale. Exhale, frame your top foot and make your way into down dog. Good. From down dog, inhale, reach right leg up and back. Exhale, high lunge. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Left leg is straight, staying onto the left toes, taking your time here. Tilting the pelvis forward, tucking under the tailbone, sweep your arms forward and up. We'll take an inhale, sweep the fingertips up. Exhale, open your arms out, big T. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, open out. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, out. Option to sweep arms back overhead or interlace hands behind the back. Taking a couple deep breath cycles here. Continue that bend in the right knee. And one more full breath here. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your hips, pyramid pose. So bend both knees, step your left foot in a little bit closer. Keep the left toes pointed out, heel in slightly. You can pick up your heel, tilt the hip bones forward, and then place your left heel back down to the ground. Engage both legs, inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Use your blocks either side of your right leg. Lengthening on each inhale. Folding on each exhale. We're going to take one more full breath here. Bend your knees. Place your hands on your hips and inhale, come up. Step your left foot top of the mat. We're going to come into chair. Big toes touch, slight space between your heels. Sit back in your seat, tilt the tailbone back. So you're gonna have a contraction, the hip bones come closer to the quadriceps. On your inhale, sweep your arms forward and up. On your exhale, sweep your fingertips back. Inhale, fingertips forward and up. Exhale, back. See if you can bend a little bit more. Each exhale, one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sinking. Inhale, reach your fingertips up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come to your heart center, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop to plank and come into your variation of vinyasa. And just meeting in our down dog. Good, inhale, lift left leg up and back. Exhale, high lunge. Foot to the top of the mat. Right leg is straight. Take your time to set up the legs and hips. Tucking under the tail, hugging in the core, arms forward and up. Glancing down, knee right over the ankle. We'll take an inhale, reach fingertips up. Exhale, open them out, big T. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, up. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, out. Option, arms back overhead or interlace hands. Shoulder blades towards the spine. If you've interlaced, working the knuckles past the tailbone. Continue to find that lunge in the left leg. Back, right quadricep really engaged here. Good. Inhale, sweep arms forward and up. Exhale your hands to your hips, bend your right knee, step foot in a little closer for pyramid pose. Heel in, toes out. Again, if you need to come up onto the toe, lift the heel, pivot the fronts of the hip bones forward, and then release the heel back down. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, hand forward and fold. Use your blocks either side of the left foot. Each inhale, find a little bit of length. Each exhale, contracting, hugging the belly in. Chin in towards the chest, softening the back of the neck, tops the shoulders. And continuing to make sure that the knees are soft here. One more full round of breath. Bend both knees, hands to your hips. Inhale to come all the way up. Step your right foot top of the mat. We'll come into our chair. Big toes touch, slight space between the heels. Sit back in your chair. Again, see if you can just tilt the pelvis back. Sit bones to the back of the room. And sweep your arms forward and up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sweep your fingertips back. That imaginary beach ball between the hands. Inhale, forward and up, strong back. Exhale, see if you can sink deeper into the chair. One more, inhale, reach. Exhale, back. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart, fold forward, straighten the legs, fingertips to the ground. Inhale, come up halfway, palms to your shins. Exhale, fold, plant your palms. This time, step back to your plank. Use your strength of your upper body to bend the elbows and release your body all the way down to the mat. You're going to come into a locust pose. Hands at the sides of the body. Taking a moment here to catch the breath. We'll take one breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift off of the mat with the toes and the heart. Reach your fingertips towards the back of the room. Tuck your chin in, look straight down at the ground. That imaginary beach ball between the hands, so shoulder blades are squeezing towards the spine. One more inhale. Exhale, lower everything down. Palms underneath your shoulders, option to come straight up into a push-up or knees to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, reach right leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Right foot top of the mat, lower your left knee down gently. If you need a blanket under your left knee, here is where you have that. Arms forward and up. Tuck under your tailbone. Hug the rib cage in, the core. As we take a deep breath in, reach fingertips up. Exhale, bend elbows. Inhale, lift fingertips up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift fingertips up. And exhale, hands to your hips. Find your blocks for half splits. Straighten your right leg. Start to tilt the pelvis back, tailbone to the back of the room. Flex your right toes towards your shin. We have the inner thigh and outer thigh working here, so the toes face up to the ground or sky. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, see if you can fold a little deeper than when we were in our pyramid pose. See if the hamstring is nice and warmed up here. Chin in towards the chest, softening the shoulders away from the ears. One more inhale. Exhale, moving into a lizard lunge. So the right foot comes down to the ground. Bring your hands inside your right foot. Heel toe your right foot to the top corner of the mat. Slide your left toes back, and a couple variations here. If you're just staying here, shoulders are right over your wrists. If you like to come into a quadricep stretch, strap can come to the arch of your left foot. You can bend your left knee so the heel comes in towards the glute. And then you can keep left hand on the ground, right arm will swing around and hold for that strap. Continuing to tuck under the tailbone. Maybe you can bend the right knee out towards the side, however that feels good in this pose. One more deep breath in. If you have your quad stretch, exhale and lower your left foot down softly. Come back to knees, tabletop position, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge, left foot between the hands, right knee down gently. Arms forward and up, tucking your right toes, tucking under the tailbone, hugging in the rib cage. Inhale, reach fingertips tall. Exhale, bend elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale, engage. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach fingertips up. Exhale, hands to your hips. Grab your blocks, half splits. Straighten your left leg, flex the toes towards your shin. Reach tailbone back, just like we do in our cow tilt. strong back on your inhale. And as you exhale, keeping that strong back, folding over the left leg just as far as feels good. That right thigh strong, right glute engaged. One more deep breath in. Exhale, lizard lunge. Left foot comes to the top of the mat. Hands on the inside of the left foot and heel toe left foot to the corner of the mat. Slide your right toes back towards the back edge of the mat. An option is to stay right here. Blocks under your palms, shoulders right over your wrists. Option to lower your forearms down to your blocks. And if you want to try the quadricep stretch on this side, strap loops around the arch of your right foot. Right hand stays down onto the mat as you take the left arm back and reach for that strap. Heel goes in a little closer to the glute. Each exhale, really deep stretch for that right quadricep. If it feels even better, you can draw the left toes towards the shin, roll on the heel, bringing that left knee out just a little bit, same direction as the ankle. One more full breath here. If you took your quad stretch, gently release your right foot to the mat. Return to tabletop position, hands and knees. We'll make our way into tabletop. From here, coming into down dog. If you're not already, inhale, reach right leg up and back. Exhale, half pigeon. Bend your right knee, sweep it to the top of the mat and let your left leg go straight, toes to the back edge of the mat, making sure the front of the left hip bone is facing down versus out. Take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine. And exhale, hinging forward and fold. You can have your block underneath your forehead. If you need to prop a blanket underneath that left hip bone and thigh. Also an option to prop a blanket underneath that right thigh. Each inhale lengthening. Each exhale melting just a little bit further down. One more full breath here. Next inhale, come back to your palms. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach right leg up and back. If that feels good, bend the right knee. Letting that right hip open up here. One more inhale. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, reach left leg up and back. Exhale, half pigeon, bend your left knee, sweep to the top of the mat and let your right toes scoot back. Take any props you need to underneath the right thigh, the left glute. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, folding forward. up to your palms, step back for downward facing dog. And take an inhale, lift left leg up and back, bend your left knee, and opening that left hip flexor up. One more inhale. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Use the upper body strength, bend the elbows, lower all the way down to your mat. We're going to come into the locust one more time. You can keep your arms to the sides of your body or interlace your hands. Take a deep breath into the belly. Full breath out. So you inhale, lift the heart and toes off at the ground, reaching hands back. You've either got your imaginary beach ball or you're interlacing your hands. Straight gaze down. Strong engagement of the back muscles. One more inhale. Exhale, lower everything down. Next, we're either going to take locust once again, or we can try out bow. So bow, bending the knees so that the heels go towards the glutes. Reaching around for the outside edges of the feet. Taking your full breath in. Deep breath out. And on your inhale, squeezing the inner thighs towards each other, lifting the heart off of the ground. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, lower. You can keep your knees bent if you like, and windshield wiper the feet from side to side. Just resting the chin down. Slowly release. Come back to tabletop position. Swing on to one side of your hip and bring your feet out in front of you. Hold on to the backs of your hamstrings, lower all the way down to your mat. We'll take a moving bridge pose. So knees are directly over the ankles. On your inhale, you'll reach your arms up overhead, lift the hips to the sky. The arms will go overhead, back of the hands will touch the ground. Take a deep breath in. Exhale as you sweep the arms back down, glutes touch the mat, palms touch the mat. Inhale, lifting overhead, lifting the hips up to the sky. Exhale, lowering everything down. Continue to do this with your own breath. Inhaling, reaching arms overhead. Exhaling, releasing everything down. We'll go one more time each way. And on your last exhale, just resting everything down. Hug your knees in and just begin to rock side to side. Spinal twist over to the right side of the body. Either giving yourself a big hug or opening the arms out like a big T. Just draw the knees in as close as you can to the navel. Starting to soften your facial muscles. Softening your shoulders and hips. Take an inhale, hug both knees back in, center the spine. Exhale over to the left, knees hugging as close to the navel, either big hug with your right arm or open the arms out, maybe looking towards the right shoulder. Take an inhale, hug your knees to the middle of the body. Exhale, lower everything down. If that feels good, extend the legs all the way out to the ground and let your arms and legs rest at the most comfortable final relaxation pose. So if you find here that maybe you'd like to have a blanket underneath the head, the neck, or maybe even underneath the low spine or knees, you can reach for that blanket, make yourself extra relaxed. And begin to soften the space between your eyebrows. Relax down your jaw. Soften your throat, collarbones, and chest. Relax the back of your right shoulder, right arm, and right hand. Relax the back of your left shoulder, left arm, left hand. Relax your upper back, middle of your back, low back. Relax your stomach muscles, coming back to a natural rhythm of breath. Relax your hips, right glute, right leg, right foot. Relax your left glute, left leg, left foot. Feeling your whole body calm and relaxed. slowly begin to bring awareness back to your body. And to deepen your breath, bringing movement to your fingers and toes. Gently reach your arms overhead for a stretch, rolling around your wrists and ankles. Hug your knees gently to the midline of your body. And slowly over to your favorite side in fetal position. Take that extra pause. Be mindful of where you are. When you're ready, come to a seated position. Hands at your heart with a deep breath in, full breath out. Feeling that gratitude for giving yourself this time and space today. Namaste.